the unseen workers, the digital hustlers, young Nigerians tapping into a global economy, from bedrooms, cafes, and anywhere Wi-Fi dares to reach. No corner offices, no gatekeepers, just skill, grit, and a laptop. This is work reimagined.
Remote work that's delivered virtually has to be in our menu of solutions for the challenges that face us at the moment. Hence the opportunity for gig work.
Our journey starts in northern Nigeria with two women who decided fear will not be their future.
Hi, I'm Zainab Salu Usman. I'm a digital marketer and also I did graphic design.
I'm Sadia Lowell Enyaru. I'm into gig work, annotations, graphic design, digital marketing, and ratings online.
Nigeria's north is known for tradition, but behind closed doors and glowing screens, a new kind of hustle is taking shape. Before the first gig, nights were heavy. Money stress followed them to bed. Tomorrow felt expensive.
Whenever I went to bed, I felt struck. At times, I used to be thinking about life. How can I be financially independent?
Then came the moment. Not loud, not dramatic, just information meeting desperation.
This is an opportunity for us to open the doors to global opportunities for our young ones and ensure they are able to earn decent income, particularly in foreign currencies, and help them also take responsibility for their families.
Even though I just worked for a 1 day and the amount was $50 at that time. And I just sent my account, my credentials, and I just see the alert. Wow, that day.
This is foreign currency, and when you convert it to local currency, you know what it means?
The first gig is never just about money. It's proof that this thing might actually work.
At that moment, I sit quiet, looking at my phone like, am I the one receiving this kind of? Like very surprised. I have to calm myself so that I will not just be dissing it around talking to. So I have to calm myself.
Same region, different story, same question. Is this really possible? For her, the pressure wasn't just bills, it was expectation.
Life wasn't easy at that time because you need to rely on others, and I have that kind of fear of being independent. Everything, including data, I have to ask for my family to send me data or give me money. So life wasn't easy at that time.
If you're not working, you're not earning. Nobody gives you leave, nobody gives you a pension, nobody gives you insurance. And so because of that, a lot of people think that it is not a sustainable pathway to decent work. But our logic is all of these things can be provided. And so the answer to that precarity is not to say don't do gig work. It is how do we as a society, how do we as a program design those social protections that build in some sustainability, some stability into gig work. And that's what the Gateway program is trying to do.
When income changes, everything around you shifts. Two women, one region, a digital economy that doesn't ask for permission. Life moves with urgency. Nothing waits, nothing slows.
If you succeed at gig work, the demand for gig work is so high that it can be your full-time job.
to deliver. Unlike 9 to 5, you have to be in the office.
There was a particular year, just a few months afterwards, right, that I made my first million. A lot of people do it as a side gig, but I think we all have our differences. But for me, it was never a side gig for me because there was nothing else I wanted to do.
Maybe you get like 2 jobs in a day, or you get like 3 jobs in a week, and you are busy like back to back. Then honestly, that's not a side hustle anymore. Once you get those gigs, you have a lot of clients you are working with, especially return clients. That's when you realize that this is actually a full-time thing.
Borderless, skill-driven, and scalable. With one of the youngest populations on the planet, timing is everything. Digital freedom still needs physical tools. Bridges don't build themselves. They need institutions with trust, timing, and track record.
For gig work as an economy to work, the ecosystem around gig work needs to work. And that's what we do at CC Hub. We support ecosystems, we enable ecosystems. If you look back at our history, starting from 2010, our bread and butter, the reason why we exist is to make sense of the technology ecosystem and bring together different players, from founders to investors to infrastructure providers. That's what we've done.
Belief spreads faster when people see someone like them winning online.
A friend of a friend of a friend actually got me into freelancing. It was just like, you're really good with talking, writing. You can do this for international people, right? So that was how I got introduced into gig markets, the gig economy. It's interesting when you can move from having nothing to having something tangible.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
From the first gig, the very first one I did, it was more like an eye-opener for me. I remember the first time I actually made money from it. It was the first time I was ever going to do anything remote working. It was on one of these freelance sites. And this guy just helped me cash out my money from the work I did. It was content writing.
Turning potential into income takes more than motivation. It takes structure.
We've built in these protections, from safeguarding to financial services, that will keep people safe and that will help them have these sustainable jobs with social protections.
The program is committed to not just increasing the number of people in the gig economy, but ensuring that this new digital prosperity is equitably distributed to foster sustainable, inclusive growth across Nigeria.
This isn't a shortcut. It's a shift from waiting to building. 5 years from now, work in Nigeria looks different.
5 years from now, when gateways succeed,
From the north to the south, your skill is your currency. The world is the market. Gateway isn't promising magic. It's offering a bridge.